Hello. In this session, let's talk about what is introduction of SQL Server. I'm not talking about SQL Server 2019 here. I'm going to talk about what is SQL Server and what is the purpose of SQL Server. SQL Server is one of the famous RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, which is having a good share in the market. Some people call SQL, some people call SQL. Even I do pronounce sometimes SQL, sometimes SQL. It depends based on the situation. Even I don't remember what exactly I'm pronouncing, how I'm pronouncing SQL or SQL. So first of all, what is SQL is SQL or SQL. We'll talk about that. SQL or SQL. First of all, SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So I'm just giving you the abbreviation of it. Structured Query Language. Then what is SQL? SQL is nothing but structured English query language. English language. See, if you see, sometimes I'm calling as SQL. See, this is how I'm using SQL word. This word came like this, structured English query language. Some people call it as SQL or SQL, MS SQL or MS SQL. SQL is nothing but structured query language. SQL is nothing but structured English query language. So as I mentioned, this is one of the famous RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, which is having a good share in the market. What actually it do? It is going to store the data. How it stores the data and how to manage, we'll talk about it. So once the data is stored, you can perform a reporting on the top of data, or you can access using various platforms. I can read this RDBMS data or I can read this SQL data from Microsoft Excel. Yes, it's true. If you are good in Microsoft Excel, you can directly read data from SQL Server. And you can draw a very nice reports. Even you can access this data from front-end applications, web applications. You can read this data by using .NET, by using Java, by using Python, or any applications. Because MS SQL supports that many providers. You can store petabytes of data. It again depends on the version of the SQL Server. There are different types of SQL versions you have in the market. Standard version, enterprise version, express version, web version. Based on your need, you need to decide a correct version. Performance also varies based on the version actually. And based on the version, system resource consumption also vary. You can store any type of data in the recent version of SQL Server. You can store JSON data, you can store XML data, you can store image data, or you can store normal two-dimensional data. Even two-dimensional data is common in any RDBMS. The first version of SQL Server got introduced in the market in the year of 1990s. and currently we are running on SQL Server 2019 with a major improvements. It is having cluster comfort as well. Now you can create clusters as well with the support of MS SQL Server 2019. It is having a support with big data, Hadoop, and even R languages as well. We'll talk about those concepts in the advanced level. So that's it. See you in the next video.